Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'll probably be having at least 2 or 3 videos that look like I'm dressed the same because it's true. I am getting a few things done while I can so that I have a few days of where I can just edit them and put them up so I'm not having to worry about recording as well. And I will be busy. So I just wanted to get these done while I had a chance, so I'm doing them. This is going to be a review on 2 brushes from E.L.F. that I have had for probably a month and a half, and been using them and trying them so I could do a good review for you. So I hope this is going to be helpful. If you have any questions, like I say usually at the end of my video, but I'll say it now. If you have any questions at the end of the video that I maybe didn't answer, just leave them down below and I hopefully can get back to you. So I'm going to start with the E.L.F. Mineral Powder Brush. I really like how soft this brush is. This brush is really, really soft. So here's kind of like what it looks like. Okay, and it's just the E.L.F. Mineral Powder Brush from, I think it's in the Studio line, to be honest. I don't think it's in the Mineral line, obviously. I think it was in the Studio line. It's kind of more rounded, and what I use this for, it says it for powder brush, and yes, I do use it for powdery things, but I don't use it for a powder brush because I feel it's just too small for that. But it's really good for adding like a highlight on your cheekbone, or I've used it for blush. It's all right. It definitely helps blend it in if you have like a blush that's really intense and you kind of needed to blend it. It's really good for that as well. What else have I used this for? I used it for under my eyes for placing like an eye brightener powder, and it works okay for that as well. It's a little bit big for under the eye, but it's okay. But it's really great for a highlighter, and that's what I find that I use this for, and it's quite good for bronzing as well because it's quite small. I love this brush. If I were to give it out of a 10, I would probably give this a 9. It's a good brush to have in your collection. It's super, super soft. It does the trick, you know, it does what it needs to do. It will apply your highlighter, it can do blush, it can do, you know, you could use this for powder if you wanted. If you're putting powder maybe in certain spots, it would be fine for that. And, you know, under the eyes, it's okay. It's a little bit big for that, but it's still quite small. Sorry, and it's good for bronzers as well. So it does do good with powdery things. So yeah, I think that you should try this brush out. It's really great. And I really like this brush, and I'm happy that I bought it. The next brush that I have is by the Essential line. Sorry, that's what it's called. It's just their Essential line powder brush. And this one it's okay. But when you feel the mineral powder brush and then you feel this one, it's not as soft. But it is a little bit thinner. Like it's quite, you know, it's quite thin. It has shed a few bristles out, but it's not like, oh my gosh, that's like shedding all the time. It's not like that at all. It's very small, so I find this even a little bit better than I find it a little bit better than the mineral powder brush for if you want to apply anything under the eyes, because it is a bit thinner and it just flattens out. It's great for highlighting as well, so it's good for that. It's good for bronzing. And you know, I find it's great if I want to put something just more to emphasize my eyebrows. I find it's really good for just placing stuff above there, or in, like, you know, just anywhere really. It's soft, but it's not as soft as the mineral powder brush. I would say this is a good one just to have in your collection, especially if you're a beginner. This is a great alternative to the mineral powder brush. It's just not as soft, but they're both very small, and it's a little bit denser than the other one. So yeah, I find it applies okay. It's not as great as that. It's not as good as the mineral powder brush. Here, I'll put them beside each other actually. So here's kind of them beside each other. They're both good brushes. I can't say that they're not. They're both great brushes. They both do what they need to do. They're just not good for a powder all over your face because they're just too small in my opinion. But they're great for blushing, for blushes, highlights, bronzers. If you need to put things under the eyes maybe, they're okay for that. Like, they're a little bit big for that, but they're still quite small. So that's my quick review on both of those brushes. Hope this was helpful. If you, like I said before, if you have any questions, please leave them below and I'll get back to you. If you like this video, please like this video, or press the like button, and also subscribe to my channel, please. I would really appreciate it. And like I said, I love E.L.F makeup and brushes, so I really recommend you checking them out. I will try to put the link for E.L.F below. For the UK, if you're from the States and stuff, you'll have a different one. I'll try to leave that below as well. So check out E.L.F if you haven't, or if you still have and you just weren't sure about those two brushes. They are good brushes to have in your brush set. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.